Many things in the house are made of. So the final word will contain 10 letters. And the hint for the final word is a material that's used extensively in construction and insulation. What is this? I'll repeat the question. So it's a 10-letter word. The answer of this question is divided into two parts. The first part for 5 letters is basically the hint for that first part is doctors ask you to include more of it in your diet. And the second part of the answer is also of 5 letters. It's many things in the house are made of. And the hint for the final word is a material that's used extensively in construction and insulation. Iron, yeah, that's a nice guess. Oh, Mohit got it right. Fiberglass. It's just that Mohit, fiber, the spelling of fiber is wrong. Cool. Thanks, guys. That was a lot of fun. I think now Jyoti can go ahead with the and continue the session. Oh, cement. That's a nice one. So yeah, Jyoti, go ahead. Yeah, Jyoti will be joining shortly. Yeah, Jyoti is here. Go ahead, Jyoti.
Okay. Okay. So, are we excited for the next service? I can see many people have created the buckets. They are able to see the their page on the browser. Yes. So now we will play around with the EC2 instances. It's a little big service and a big steps. So I want you to focus and just see first, and then I can see few people are still in breakout rooms. So you can ask their questions still there, and then again we will help you and we will repeat whenever there is a query. So again, let's type EC2 in the search bar.
Just click the and just open it. And when you open it,
here you will see the launch instance. We will create a instance. In the name, I want you to give name like your name hyphen web server. Okay. Let's say I am giving and yeah, before launching any server, please make sure you are in the Mumbai region. You could see here in the right side of the window, there should be a Mumbai. If not, you can select the region, Mumbai. Yes. So in the name, let's type your name with the web server. Right. So for giving idea about the EC2, EC2 is a server where we mostly host our applications. As we had request for hosting a dynamics applications, we use EC2. It's just a server. For any server, it's just like a computer, right? We always need a operating system. We have, but AWS has provided a lot of operating systems and they call it AMI, so which is the Amazon Machine Image. So with this workshop, we will only stick with Amazon Linux, which is by default is selected. So you don't need to change anything. So with this option, what we are doing is we are selecting an operating system for our server. So just type a name as your name and the web server. Keep it Amazon Linux only. Now, this is the these options as well. Just keep it by default. In the key pair section, we will proceed without a key pair and launch the instance. Yeah. See, with all the instances, they will provide you a public IP. So when we deploy any application over this service, we should see that on the browser, right? As we checked with S3. So for that, we have to allow access from the internet. So for that, you have to click this allow HTTP traffic from the internet, right? And then launch the instance. Yes. So now you people can start. So again, I will repeat. Go to launch instance. Type your name -web server. Don't change anything here. The AMI is like an operating system. So we are creating a Linux server. We will be using this T2 micro instant type only. With key pair, why we use key pair is when you want to log in to that server from your local machine. So definitely for authentication, we will require a key. So for now, we will not perform such activity. So we will move ahead without key pair. So you should be you should select proceed without a key pair options. And just launch the server, launch the instance. Now, AWS also provides an option where you can just log in into your server by console, right? So we will check that and we will manually manually deploy application and we will see that output in the browser. Shubham, you don't need to use any key pair. You just select without, I think it's just proceed without key pair option. There is no key pair is present. So just select proceed without key pair. Mohit, it's Amazon Linux. You don't need to select anything. It is by default is selected. Just go with that AMI.
And if not, I just upload it there. So, do you want to share your? Okay.
And then what is the error you are getting? Have you made changes in security group? So for launching this EC2 instance, we will just provide a name. We will not touch the AMI and instance type. We will keep it by default, whatever it is showing. For key pair, we will proceed without a key pair. Pranjal, you created a key pair here. Then in network setting, don't do anything. Just click on here, allow HTTP traffic from internet. and launch the instance.
This is your so you can see this, right? So what do we have to do here? So can you see this open option? So go to
No, why you are creating security group?
choose your
Don't do anything there. And I don't know who has terminated my server.
Now, can you see this? Now can you see open? Just click on it.
I'm repeating again. I'm creating new EC2 instance. I'm providing a name and the web server. It should be a by default present. It should be like this with key pair. We will proceed without key pair. And we will allow HTTP traffic from internet. Just check these options. Don't do anything else here. And launch the instance. So with that simple settings, I am able to again create the web server. Right. Go to launch instances. Okay. Mohit and Swarup, you can follow me again. Mohit, you are randomly changing the security group settings. Don't do that. Just click on the name. Just we will do it together. Right. Just I'm typing a name here. I'm not changing here anything. Okay. In key pair, we will proceed without a key pair and allow this HTTP traffic from the internet and launch the instance. Okay. See, I am able to initiate the launch of instances. So you should also be able to see your instances now. Let me know if you still face the problem. And please, I request everyone, no, Arjun, there is no role of using putty here. We will directly connect to instances from this console only. So we will log in by that. The people who are facing issues with the launch of EC2 instances, they can join the breakout rooms. So Mohit and Anand, you are good with EC2 instances, right? Now? Yes.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, and just one question.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's working fine now.
Okay. 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 So now we will host a small site on this website on the servers. So I'll paste all the commands, whatever I'll use. I request everyone to not terminate anything, whoever created the instances. Somehow by mistake, I think anyone has terminated my instance. So please don't do that. Now we will go to the servers and then we will run few commands. Okay. So just click on the server you just launched. Okay. Shubham, you don't need to create any security group. Just go with the existing settings. Okay. So click on your web server, click on here the connect and connect. So you will prompt to a new window. So now you are into your machine. You are now into your server. Okay. Let me know if we are on the same. Okay. I will open again. Just go back to your instances, select the instance and click on the connect and click on here connect. Don't make any changes on username or anything. Just click on connect directly. You should be able to see the screen now. Yeah. Pranjal, just go back to the instances, click on your instance which you have created, click on 2 times the connect where you are able to see that connect option. Don't make changes on anything.
So वो बस estimate upload करते हैं how is it visible to the entire power. So main section join from sorry from the then you can join this whenever you are data.
Question I am into your machine. Just follow the steps which I shown you before. Click on the instances which you created. Are you able to see my screen, right? Click on the server. Let's say this is your machine, right? Click on the server. Click on here, connect, and click here, connect. So you should be able to see the screen. Arjun, for now, don't do this because we have not created the key pair. So you won't be able to connect through putty. But whatever the stuff we will do on terminal, we can do here as well. So let's not try that. Shubham, this is your instance, like, right? Shubham 2003 web server. Okay. So just click on the instance, then click on connect here and just connect. You should be in that window. Anand, can you see like it is, we are able to SSH into your machine as well, your server. Just check once from your end whether you are doing right or not. Don't switch any window. Just click on connect, connect. But yeah, this is your server. When I click on connect, we are able to connect to your machine. Let me know how many of you are able to connect now. Is there anyone who has created the instance and they are able to log in? Can they please update in chat?
Well, Jyoti, it's giving me failure to connect your instance. Access denied by EC2 instance connect or the credentials supplied are incorrect. I never created any credentials nor any.
Yeah, we are not dealing with any credentials here. We are directly, we are just directly login through console, right? So you should be able to connect through console only. There is no, sorry,
I terminate and retry it.
sorry.
Terminate my instance and retry creating a new one.
What is your instance name?
Mohit underscore web server.
Sorry, what is, it's Karthikya, your instance name, right?
Mohit, M-O-H-I-T.
Okay.
So EC2 full access does not have EC2 access, right? So if you will see, EC2 full access now after the new EC2 instance. So yes, so EC2 full access does not cover this. Hence, I have now you're and every it is applied to every user. So from here,
You are able to connect. I don't know for reasons unknown why. At my place, I am not able to do so. Let me try again.
You are not still able to. You are following the same steps. Okay.
Yes, now it works. Now it works. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So I can see most of us are able to log in through console. So I'll execute few commands just to see if my server is working or not. So I'll provide those on chat. So please execute those commands carefully.
So now,
I pasted few commands. You have to run one by one these commands on that machine. Okay.
now on the top right, you just use the structure.
Yeah. So before running command, just type sudo su hyphen. Before running any command, just type this sudo su hyphen. And switch to root user and then run all these commands. Okay. We will run these commands one by one. I'm mentioning again, before running these commands, first run sudo su hyphen. The last command is modified like this. The echo one command type like this in the on the server. Let me know when you are done with all the commands. After doing this, just click again to your web server and copy the public IP from the console and open that in the tab.
कि वो मिस ना हो जो अभी चल रहा है तो वो भी कर लो वहाँ संवाद में फिर डबल यूज करके सिलेक्ट डाउन करें नहीं हो रहा है okay now what I would say is I was working through while I was still was a just go and do it yes I mean it's actually launched
Yes. So when you type the public IP on the browser, you should see some output there. So that means your server is running and it has the some sort of website hosted there. Right?
No, anyways, that's a bond of even chance. It's just to take Let me see if that is easy.
Great. I can see many of us are able to see the output on the browser. I pasted the code again. Just paste this code one by one on in the server, and you should able to see the output over the browser. So let's now we have finished the S3. So who has the people who are not able to do that, that's fine. We will provide all the resources and the steps. Just you please move ahead with this service. Now join the breakout room if you face the problem with EC2 instances, so that we are aligned, right? As this way we will create a mini project, so we should be aligned here. So please work with EC2 service now. Okay. So the next exercise is we checked that we launched the EC2 instances. Now we should know how we integrate one service with another service. So for that, what we will do is now we will integrate our EC2 instance with the S3 bucket. Okay. So the communication is not by default assigned. We have to do that. So for that, we also have a service. So we will check now the IAM service. I will prefer to create a role by myself. We all will just edit our instance and assign that role. Okay, so don't do anything with IAM. Just see what I'm doing right now, and you just edit your instance after that when I will ask you to do that. Okay, so for IAM, okay. So IAM is an identity access management service. What it does is, by this, we create users for the AWS account, right? The same way as you people are logged in into this AWS account. So we created your user, and that is why you are able to access. And we give few of the permissions. Let's say there are a lot of services. When you go on the services checkbox, there are a lot of services under AWS console. So we generally at organization level, we don't prefer to give access of all the services to everyone. The access which is required, we only do that. So by IAM, we can restrict the access. Let's say one user only want access for EC2 instances. We can do that through IAM. So there are a few things. With IAM users, we create the IAM, just simple IAM users, and give attach the policies and permissions there. With IAM groups, what we do is we create a group, we assign the permissions there on let's say a team, only a development team require a access to just for the view access for EC2 instances, because they don't need to do anything for deployment. That operation team generally does that. So what we do is we create a dev ka group, and then for that group we provide access to them, and then by that we add the dev team, all the users there, so all the users will have the access which the group has. So this is how the access maintained at the organization level. With IAM role, what we generally do is we create IAM role just to give permissions between the services. So now I want to integrate my EC2 instance with S3. So what I'll do is I have to create a permission and authentication type of thing which can access the S3 directly. So with directly, it is not possible to access one service via another service. So for that, we create a role and then we will assign that role. So that role will has the will have all the accesses to the so that role we will provide the permission of S3. So when we attach that role to our EC2 instance, so it will have the permission of accessing that as S3. So it will easily able to access that. So I will not recommend everyone to create the role. I will create a single role that you can assign to your respective instances. So while creating a role, we will select this AWS services and we are creating role for EC2. Then we will go to the next option and here you will get a lot of options. These are the different policies for the different services, different permission for the different services of AWS. So for now, for which services we want to give permission for S3, right? So here we got different policies of S3. So for now, we have lot of different permissions we can give and restrict the access. For now, what I'm doing is I'm assigning a Amazon S3 full access to that role, right? Go to next. I'm creating a role by name of AWS Workshop. Okay. Don't do anything else, just create this role. I just created that. Now come back again to your EC2 instance dashboard. Everyone, just please watch what I'm doing first and then do one by one. Okay. So this is my server. So I will just click on this server and will click on the actions, and in security, I will modify the IAM role. So here I can choose the IAM role which I created. So as you can see, I named that IAM role by AWS Workshop. So I can just click on this role and just update the IAM role. So just go on your instance, just click on your instance, in actions, go to security and modify your IAM role. Let me know once we are done. Yeah. So what we did is we are connecting our EC2 instance with the S3. That means we are just providing the permissions to access the S3 buckets, right? Okay. I repeat again, just click on the checkbox of your server, go to actions, go under the security sections and modify the IAM role. You should see these options. Who has created this S3 full role? Only select this AWS Workshop. So here we will only select this AWS workshop role. So please update this only. Once you are done, please update that on the chat. Okay. Okay. So who are done with attaching the IAM role, now to see the S3, whatever the buckets or the things we have in the S3, we have to install a AWS CLI as well, just to interact with the different services of AWS. For that, we will install AWS CLI on that server. I'm sending you the commands. Just run these commands one by one again on the machine. So for that, again, we will connect to our server. I hope we are all ready. Just connect back to the server. Okay. Mohit, you don't need to add any role from your account. I already have created a role. You just select that role, workshop user. I think AWS workshop. That is what I created. So just select that only. I hope whoever attached that role, we are installing these AWS CLI. I pasted the commands in the chat. Please run those commands one by one. Yeah. So I want everyone to see my screen first. I want to show you first, and then you can try that on your server. We have created few buckets on S3. Now I want to see those buckets through my server. For that, there is a command ls, AWS S3 ls. As you can see, these all are the buckets we have on the S3. So we already we created these much, and you you can find a bucket created by your name. As I said, I created this Jyoti Gehlot 1998. So you also had created the buckets which you can find. Now, if you want to see the data or the files which you have uploaded in your bucket, that also we can do through the same command and mentioning the bucket name. So I'm going with Anand's bucket. As we can see in this bucket, we has this file that we manually uploaded. So that we can see now through this on the server as well. So I am putting these two commands in the chat so people can try on your machine. Yes. Great, Pranjal. Can we move ahead with our next services? So what we did is first we created the S3. We uploaded a file there and it's kind of we hosted a static file there. We have seen that web page on the browser. Then we launched a EC2 instance and we have just in the form of even the HTML only, we have written a kind of text that we could see on the browser. We have verified that on the browser by the public IP of the instance. After that, we have it's kind of we integrated our EC2 instance with S3. For that, we have installed the AWS CLI. Also, we have created a role and we assigned the permission of S3 and attached that to our EC2 instance. So this is the activity we did till now. Okay. Now, I want you to all stop your work, whatever you are doing, and focus. It's kind of I'll show you the load balancer thing on my console. Can we start?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
How to check all EC2 instance through CLI?
Sorry.
How to check all the EC2 instance running on our system to CLI?
Yes, for that we you will have a EC2 CLI commands like that, so that we can check. So we will do now the load balancers activity, so that we will show you and we will show you the output. I want everyone to stop whatever you are doing right now and focus on this screen, what we are sharing. We have all these steps prepared in a doc. We will share, and it is shared in the chat. Okay. First, we will understand what is load balancer. Load balancer is like, let's say application server has a many numbers of servers. We cannot always deploy a complete application on one server. We have to deploy it on a multiple server if it's a big application, even for making it highly available. Let's say as we discussed that we always in data center, we frame a different availability zones. So for availability zones, if we keep only one server in one availability zones and that availability zone is down, so our complete application will be down. So what is the best practice is always what we do is we always create a multiple instances in a different availability zones, and then we put it behind the load balancer. Okay. So generally, let's say your one application has will have minimum 2 nodes. It should have a minimum 2 nodes always, so that, and we will keep those 2 server in a different availability zone, and then we will put it behind the load balancer. So our traffic will look like, if you're able to see my screen, so this will be the flow chart. When a user hit, it will hit the load balancer. So load balancer is also provide a DNS name, and then in the backend we will provide the different EC2 instances. So that by that it load balance the request into multiple instances. So there are multiple purpose of using load balancer. It's just in a disaster recovery or for fault tolerance, we use it. It also balance the load. So let's say you have a 3 EC2 instance already, but how you ensure that if 3 users at one time, if 3 users are hitting your website, it should not, it should load balance among all these nodes. So for that, in between, we always use load balancer just to balance the load between all the application servers or web servers we have. There are 3 type of load balancers we have. We have application load balancer, network load balancer, and gateway load balancer. If you heard of the OSI model, the application load balancer work at a 7th layer, at the application layer, and the topmost layer of the models. Network load balancer works at a network layer, and gateway load balancer is the third party, and the AWS just launched this gateway. Generally, we use application load balancer, and with this workshop, we will go ahead with the application load balancer. I'm just giving my name as workshop load balancer. These are the AP South 1B. These are the availability zones. These are the subnets we have by default. So subnets is in a different availability zones. Okay. In target group, we provide the servers. Okay. So if you see, there are lot of instance we can see. So these are the instance we just launched. Also, it takes from the EC2 instances. Now we can select. So on the basis of what all are the EC2 instances I need behind my load balancer, I can just select those instances and I can put it, register that in target group. So target group is just that you will add your servers which you need behind your load balancer under target group, and that target group is assigned to that load balancer. Now when you refresh, we already created that. Now when you refresh, we will see this target group that I just created, and we will create this load balancer. It will take some time to show. So we have already prepared a load balancer just to So for showing the difference between whether a load balancer has like it is dividing the load between these two servers or not. So what we did is we have created a load balancer and registered two instances which has two different sites deployed on the servers. If you people able to see, this DNS name is the load balancer DNS name, and we can easily see this by workshop LB in the and ELB is elastic load balancer with this. When I refresh this, see, when I refresh, one time I'm getting this page, and for the second time when I refresh, I see this option, hello world, welcome to my web page. So what I did is in the target group, I registered two EC2 instances. One instance has this web page on that server, and the second instance has this server. So when I'm hitting, it is routing to a different web server, different instances through load balancer. So I hope you understood the concept by this example that this is just to show you how we are differentiating by hitting the load balancer, the request on the load balancer. So at one time it is showing us this one server output. So that is where we hosted this site. And on the second side, we hosted only this text, hello world, welcome to my web page. So you see, it is changing while refreshing. So this is the DNS name of load balancer. And this is how our flow look like. So in today's workshop, what we did is, if we combine all the services, what we covered, this is our flow chart. We used a load balancer. We created different EC2 instances. We hosted a file. We hosted a web page on S3. We took that on the EC2 instances. We deployed that on EC2 instance. We provided the permission through IAM. When a user is hitting, as a user, when I'm hitting this website, hitting this DNS name of load balancer, we are able to see this output. So this is what we have covered today as a mini project. Now, mostly whatever the agenda we had for this workshop, we covered. We started with the why, what are the problems are solved by cloud, what all are the difference between different cloud, and then we checked few core services of and basic services of AWS. I know many of you were not able to do it. It's okay. We will give you all the content through email. Now let's start with the short quiz. Let's have it will be really fun. So Umang will be conducting this quiz. Over to you, Umang.
Yeah, thanks, Jyoti. So I'll share my screen. Can you unshare your screen, Jyoti? Yeah. So I'll share my screen. So hey everyone. So now hope you like the on-hand session. Like I had a lot of fun. So let's have some more fun with this technical quiz that we are now attending. So what you can do is basically either you can go to the questionpro.io link and then join, like type in this like password, or you can just scan this barcode in your mobile. And once you do that, basically you will be entered into the quiz room. So can you please start doing that? Either go to the questionpro.io URL and then type in the code that you see here, that is 8729, or either you can scan this barcode via your mobile phones. So I see that Mohit is already in. Let us let us know in the chat if you are having any issues joining the quiz. Yeah, only 7 of us want to play the quiz. Kya?
You can join through your browser as well. You can copy this link on your tab.
I've pasted the link in the chat, so you can just click on that URL.
Hello.
Yeah, hi Pranjal.
Hi. Join button is not means it is a disable in my case.
Have you provided your username? Like you will have to provide your name, and then
Yes, yes. Can I share my screen if possible?
yeah, go ahead.
Is screen visible?
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, can you, like, you are on Brave? Can you switch browsers and try?
What was the
Sorry.
8729, right?
Yeah, 8729. Can you try it on Chrome or Firefox?
Yes, same. Okay, okay. Yeah.
Did it work for you, Pranjal?
I am in, but quiz is not showing.
Yeah. Quiz will start once I start from my side. We are waiting for everyone to join, so you can like unshare your screen and wait till we have everyone on the quiz.
8
Cool.
minutes. 1 minute. 8729. Okay, I will try.
Yeah, I can see you in the quiz.
But password is not working. 8729.
Yeah.
Pranjal, please unshare your screen.
Okay.
हाँ बोलो।
We have 16 users. Has everyone joined in? Like, I think 3 of you are not here.
We can start.
We can start? Okay. Cool. So the questions have 20 seconds limit. So the first question is basically, what is cloud computing? And the options are: cloud computing means providing services like storage, servers, database, networking, etc. over the internet. Cloud computing means storing data in a database. Cloud computing is a tool used to create an application. Of the above. So 14 of us got it right. Let's go to the next question. Which of the following is not a type of cloud deployment model? Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, or merged cloud servers? I think one of us is still searching for the answer. Cool. So we got 12 right answers this time. Let's go ahead with the next question. So Kim's organization is planning the future of its data center infrastructure and has decided that it would like to move to a cloud service model. They have already embraced virtualization but would like to gain the management benefits of a cloud offering. They are working with a service provider who will provision hardware for their exclusive use. That equipment will reside in a data center that serves many customers. What type of cloud deployment model is Tim's organization? Oh,
Ended.
yeah, let's go to the next question. Which of the following are the advantages of AWS? Flexibility, cost effectiveness, scalability, security, or all of them? I think one of us is still not sure what to write. Oh, everyone got the right answer. Nice. So what is the role of IAM? Allows you to set permissions, roles, and users, allows you to manage users and their access. It allows only specific users to use specific services, all of the above. This is something I think Jyoti explained in the slides while we were doing the hands-on. Oh, nice. 12 of us got the right answer. Let's move ahead to the next question. Which instance type is the smallest instance in terms of compute memory being provided that you used for your day project today? T3.micro, M5.xlarge, T2.micro, T3.nano. I think we saw this in the today's hands-on. Okay, we have some shared like different views here. Next question, what does EC2 stand for in AWS? Elastic Cloud Computing, Elastic Compute Cloud, Electronic Computing Cloud, Elastic Cloud Computer. Oh, right. Nice. People are right. They're giving answer very fast. Oh, we again have different view there. Let's go to the next question. What does S3 stand for in AWS? Simple storage service, standard storage service, simple standard storage, simple standard service. Oh, nice. Leaderboard also looks quite nice, like everyone is like competing with each other. Let's go to the next question. How many types of load balancers are there? 4, 2, 1, 3. I think we just mentioned this at the end of the hands-on presentation. Oh, nice. Tanshir is basically leading the leaderboard. Let's go ahead with the last question. What kind of data can you store in S3? Images, PDF files, Word files, documents, all of the above. Nice, we all got the right answer. So basically Tanshir leads the leaderboard and has won the quiz. So yeah, a huge round of applause for Tanshir. And thanks for everyone for joining in and like taking part in the quiz. It was really fun. And did we share the?
We can share that.
Yeah, so I'll share the link in the chat. Yeah, Sarika has already done it. So basically, it's the this is the feedback form for this for this workshop that we organized. So you guys can basically go to this Google form and give your views. How did you like the workshop, and like how can we improve on this on the like on this workshop? And basically you can the slide that Jyoti is sharing, you can scan this barcode and like like follow Helpshift on different social medias, Instagram, Twitter, and on LinkedIn and everywhere. And you can stay tuned for upcoming updates.
Hello, sir. I have one question. Can I ask you?
Yeah, go ahead, Pawan.
In this load balancer, I can see that you can use it DNS name to host the. We can use the DNS name to see the different load balancer. It will be going to multiple website to use a different load balancer. But my question is like that: key how to integrate domain name with my public IP. So ultimately, my user is or my client is use the public IP only. So how to integrate my domain name with my public IP?
So for that, for answering your question, we use the Route 53 service, that is the DNS service.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so we can do that. Yeah. So thank you for joining us today. We shared the feedback form. Please fill that. And if you have any suggestions for improving, Definitely, we will take in consideration for that. As Umang already shared, you can scan this QR code and you can follow us on social media. This QR code has all the social media platforms, and we have our own Helpshift accounts there. So please follow us for future announcements. We, for your information, we have one more workshop will be going to happen. We already announced that on the social media. Please have a look over for that as well. Again, thank you for joining us. We enjoyed a lot. We had a lot of learning today. We will share all the contents and everything we have used during this workshop through email. Thank you so much. I request everyone to share feedback right away.
Hey guys, I hope that you all enjoyed working through this workshop as much as we enjoyed and learned a lot through hosting this. We have a small video of what Helpshift does and how we provide value to our customers. So I'll just play this now.
Touch. Helpshift guides users to know that it's frustrating when users are leaving your app and you don't understand why. Well, get ready because here's the secret. The secret to fixing your leaking user base and reducing churn rate. Exceptional customer service will stop the leak, and it's that simple with Helpshift. Helpshift is a consumer-first digital support platform made for companies that want to meet rapidly evolving needs of their customers right where they are. Helpshift combines smart segmentation with conversational AI to quickly understand customer intent and facilitate a guided support journey across modern experiences. From mobile apps to gaming consoles to the metaverse. Whether via self-service alone or through automation paired with a human touch, Helpshift guides users to a fast resolution through a personalized modern support journey, without ever having them leave your app, game, or experience. Helpshift doesn't just take care of your users, we take care of you too. How? Our easy-to-implement tools help you drive transformation and demonstrate ROI in a matter of weeks. With Helpshift, enjoy exceptionally quick time to value, so you keep your users happy and stop the leak. Provide the ultimate guided support journey with Helpshift.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. We will share all the resources and slides, whatever the content we used today. Thank you.
Thank you, Jyoti.